ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new review. Behind us is the new Geely Starray. In this video, we're going to take a tour of the exterior interior details. So without further ado, let's just jump into the review. Here's the beautiful Geely Starray. Now we have a midnight blue color. It's a actually chameleon color that switches from blue to purple, and it's a 750 euros extra. There's a green color that's metallic as well, that's free. There's also a black, silver, and white, but this is the one we got. Now this is the GK trim. There's also a GF trim. It's a small difference inside. The car looks the same with few extra options such as heads-up display, power tailgate, and the it's Harman Infinity, I think, speakers. There's 8 speakers. This one has 6, and the one with the 8 speakers has 2 speakers in the headrest for the driver and a subwoofer in the cargo room. Now this one, the GK we have, is a front-wheel drive. It's a 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine producing 174 horsepower, linked to dual clutch 7-speed automatic. If you go for the GF trim, you get all-wheel drive, 8-speed automatic, and you get a 2.0 liter, again 4-cylinder turbo petrol producing 238 horsepower in 2025 model year. The 2024 model year had, I think, 20 horsepower less. Okay, with the technical details out of the way, let me show you the key fob. This is the beautiful key fob. You have lock, unlock the cargo, and you have the remote start. You press twice the lock and then hold the remote start to start the car. We're gonna do that later. We're gonna dive into the car now. If I unlock it, of course you have keyless entry, so when you approach the car it will lock and lock when you leave. But if you unlock the car, you can see mirrors unfold. We have beautiful daytime running lights, and these are a little bit different now. They're completely on, but when you're driving on automatic settings, they kind of turn off the sides here and run only the top. The turn signals are on the top as well, and then you can see those, and the bottom part here is the main light. So let's come a little bit closer. These also do a little gimmick when you unlock the car and lock it. On the front, you can see here, this is the main light. Now this has the automatic long beam, but if you go for the GF trim, you get adaptive headlights, so these are just automatic long beam on and off. You can see the daytime running lights. They're beautiful. They're not flickering on the camera. Now let's check out the details. I like the fact that this is black inside, so it kind of matches the grille. We have this piano black details here. On the top, this is transparent, so it looks like it's connected. You have the Geely badge on the top. You have the wide lens camera. We have excellent resolution cameras. There's also the same at the bottom, big air intake at the bottom and the top. We have the radar, and here we have a little gray finish, metallic gray, and then unpainted black lip and arches here, spreading back to the side skirt. Let me back up here. You can see the car locked itself since I've got out the geofence zone. I'm gonna unlock it manually once again, so you can see the beautiful headlights and the beautiful front end. I gotta say, it looks a little bit more Americanized design-wise, but I kind of like it personally. Just love it from the start. Design-wise, I'm in love with this car. Beautiful looking. Now, love the design elements. You can see slightly the bolsters on the top and some sharp lines, but just looking very beautiful. Let's check the alloys. We have 19-inch alloys. These are beautiful looking. These are diamond cut silver on metallic gray, 235/50 R19. It came. These are actually, sorry, not factory tires. They're summer tires. These are refitted. These are Pirelli tires, but good tires so far. Once again, you can see those arches, and the side skirt, there's also that gray finish a little bit on the top to look more elegant. You can see the side mirrors, so I can touch from the inside to unlock the car as well. You can see the turn signal. You can see the chrome outline on the top of the window and then piano black at the bottom. There's a wide lens camera. Unfortunately, some of the things it's maybe missing is the blind spot warning and heated side mirrors, but they're nice and big. Here you can see the VIN number. I know it's rainy, cloudy, but you can see the dash a little bit. There is something that used to be a speaker, but I don't see if it's actually a speaker or not. There is some nice Alcantara with stitching there. You're gonna see that from the inside. There is rain sensor and lane assist. It has this some sort of, it's called G Pilot. 8 systems works really great. Here you can see double laminated front windshield. This is better for acoustics inside, less wind noise coming inside, and better audio system. That's that. Now we have here also silver roof racks. Beginning and the end is plastic, and this is the metal piece where you put actually the roof box holders. Tinted and openable panel roof. You can see the shark fin antenna. Now let me back up. You can see the beautiful profile of this large SUV. Again, it looks a little bit Americanized, but I really like the design. The roof is, pay attention, slightly going downwards. It really has this beautiful design, but you're gonna see inside we have plenty of space. For me, I'm a 2-meter tall person, or 6.16 feet if you're new to the channel. You can press to unlock, or just, excuse me, touch to unlock, and then press to lock as well. You can see that. There are these little green stickers here. That's that. You can see classical handles. Now, tint the windows on the back, but look at this. The dealer told me they didn't do a foil tint. They do it in the factory, but it's not a tinted glass. It's just an afterwards added foil. Not sure why they did that. You can see the rear, and now you can see the rear taillights. They look beautiful, and it reminds me of the Hyundai Bayon design-wise. These LED taillights, but they look very nice. I like them. And if I press the unlock button, you can see here the big turn signals. If I come a little bit closer here, you can see the bumper with some silver, with some gray accents, and you can see these cat eyes. There's dual fog lights. Also, there's a small detail. Here you can see full LED. It's a little bit wet. You can see here the Geely signature and Starray. We have cold lights for the license plate illumination. We have a wide lens camera and really discreet diffuser. Look at this. But you can see the dual exhaust pipes on both ends. Now what's really cool, spoiler is kind of elegant, extending from the body. There's some details here. There's a stoplight, and there's a wiper tucked in down there. So it really looks nice and posh. Now it's just a gorgeous SUV. I really love it. Before we open the cargo room, let me just show you here. You can see recommended run minimum 91 or more for the petrol. So this one's locked, but if you approach with the key in your pocket, you just press here, it opens. But if you don't have the key, no one can unlock the fuel cap. So let me back up. Now, maybe one of the cons is the tailgate doesn't open too tall. Again, I'm a 2-meter tall person, or 6.16 feet. That's the height comparison. So I wish I can go a little bit higher, but considering Chinese were designing this, they're not in average tall as I am. There's a little rubberized piece here, so when you're pulling, you have a better grip. On the top, it's plain, and here you have option to unlock it from the inside. Here's the cargo room. You have this cover. You can see how that looks. Just pull towards yourself and release. It's a little bit noisy when it retracts, but it is what it is. Now, huge cargo space. We have 650 liters, 1,610 when you knock down the seats. And this is nice and flat. It's easy to put cargo inside. If I raise this up, you can see there's a spare tire. It's 18-inch, but it's also more narrow, so it's just a spare. You get an emergency triangle there, and then these are all extra options. Now here on the right, we have a cubby space. Actually, it's the same on the left and right, but here you have a grocery hook. I did notice a 12-volt outlet. In the cargo room, you have a cold light on the left. Seats knocked down 60/40, and this one can be knocked down. So let me just demonstrate that. If I put that there, I'm gonna put the fire extinguisher there, and then look at this. So this goes down and you get extra 5 fingers. That's times 2, you get 10 centimeters of depth. So you get some extra room if you need that, or you can have the false floor on the top, and then you have this flat. I'm gonna close this up, and let me close that. Now let's get to the back. Pay attention to the closing and opening sound. Excellent. Now, for some of you who might be new into car industry, Geely acquired Volvo almost a decade ago, if I'm not mistaken, and a lot of this high build quality you're gonna see comes from Volvo. Actually, we have good seals. The rear doors go all the way down, so that's good because usually this is dry, not too much water there. You can push here to lock from the inside if you have kids. Now here we have soft touch materials. This is a mold, this is not actual stitching, but it's still nice and soft. You have this piano block, there's a speaker here and at the bottom. This is nice and sturdy. You have a beautiful design on the handles. They really feel nice when you pull them. This is padded with, of course, man-made leather, but it's nice, softly padded, squishy, have powered windows and big pockets there. Now, Roman 5 or V would suggest it's a factory tint, so as you can see on this one, it's not. If I come down here, you can see the carpets. It's winter, so sorry, it's a little bit dirty. Here you can see the leatherette, and the seats are, I would say, okay, comfortable enough. I'm going to talk about the front seats as well. You can see here the ISOFIX is actually hidden between these. There's a marking for that. You can see the top here. Now the roof is closed, the shade is closed because when you lock the car, it closes automatically, so it's not open at the moment. I will do that later and open it up for you. Closing sound. Good closing sound. But I'm gonna keep it open just to share some more light inside. You can see here I have plenty of feet room, I have plenty of knee room, and I've sat on the front. I've adjusted for myself, so this has loads of space. Really excellent. You can see the blue stitching, and the seats are covered in leather. You have big pockets. Here you have AC vents. You have 2 USBs for fast charging. You have this big cubby there, and look at this. There's no transmission tunnel. It's nice and flat, almost like an EV. And this is soft enough so you can squeeze a third person on the back. Here you have armrest with adjustable cup holders on a rubberized mat. View at the back. And look at this. They have a classical roof, but you're gonna see now when I show you the space, there's so much headspace. We have also big windows, so a lot of light coming inside even when this is closed. And here you can see the LED lights inside. Now let me close this up. Okay, so no hooks here, but we do have hooks here. You can extend them, that's nice. So this is slowly closing. It's on all 3 sides besides your driver for some reason. And these are pressable physically, so they're not touch lights. Some people are gonna appreciate that. Seatbelt is not height adjustable, but I guess that's fine. Now headspace, look at this. I can straighten up my back. I'm barely touching with my hair. So plenty of room for tall people. So for an average height person, there's gonna be loads of space. And despite having a banner roof, the edge is not low. I'm not hitting it, so great job. It's a little bit cold, so I'm gonna move to the front, but look at the front. The design looks really nice and posh. So let's get out and get on the front. Also, by the way, the doors open nice and wide if you need to put a child seat. As you can see here, the driver's side only has a physical cylinder. Again, great opening and closing sound. Opens nice and wide. Here the same, there's an air vent to the side. It's connected through here. This one has ambient lights here. They're actually on, but I've set to some sort of warm color. You can see now it went off. And then look at this, also covered by leather, same materials. You can hear disable the rear or lock unlock the car. Again, big pockets, speaker down there. Tire pressure is here, and you can see the Geely carpets. So these, design-wise, the idea is good, but it just doesn't click or anything, or maybe it would, but you need to really like press it down. But as you can see, I didn't manage to do it, so maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here with the carpets, but you can see the carpets, you can see the paddles. So this is rubberized. That's nice. We're gonna pop the bonnet later. There's a little storage room here. There's LED heights adjustment, and the seats are powered back and forward, up and down, but it goes up like this and down like that. So this part is not moving. This is not extendable, and unfortunately there's no lumbar support. That's really important if you're a tall person. Now the seats, they look comfortable at first, but after sitting for an hour and a half drive, I got some butt pain, but usually that's time when you should take a break, stretch your legs. But a lack of lumbar support for me personally is a no-go. Otherwise, they're comfortable enough. I think if you're not a tall person, you shouldn't have any problems. That's a tall person problem, back issues. Now, this looks a little bit dirty. It's from the jeans. I'm sure with a wet cloth you can clean this off. Otherwise, the seats look great. Now here you can see CMA, same here on the steering wheel, CMA. So that's a compact modular architecture shortcut. Here you can see two USB-Cs, one is for fast charging, other one's for media, and a 12-volt outlet. This is plasticky, but there's some space there. You can see through the gear selector. Now, these illuminate, ones on the rear don't. Steering column is adjusted manually. You can see the top. Let's jump inside. It's a little bit freezing. Okay, let me switch to wide lens. Now, I already published a point of view driving. It was not raining that day, but this is it. Go check that video as well. I didn't talk in that video, so you can see how the car sounds and everything else about it. I will do separate night point of view review when I'm going to summon my impressions on the road. Zooming back in. Okay, focusing on the steering wheel, we have a nice smooth leather. It's a 3-spoke, really love it. And it's a nice squishy feeling. We have the Geely badge there. This is nice matte silver. You have nice physical buttons. This is for the cruise control. This is for the distance. You can cancel the cruise control. The little star here is a shortcut for adjusting the side mirrors. Here on the right side, you have the modes. This changes the source of the music. This one's for the little cockpit change. You can change 2 things. And here are voice commands, and you can mute, and this is for the volume. Now, you have the wiper controls, automatic wipers. These are for the rear. This one has the trip reset computer. Fog light, only dual fog lights on the rear, no front fog lights, and lights. Keep your lights on automatic. But I noticed if you keep them on the automatic, only the top LED, the horizontal one, is on. The vertical that's connected is only on when you switch it to this. I'm not sure what's the logic behind that, but that's what I've noticed. There's a start-stop button right there. So that's that. I'll also do a separate night review. We can see this car at night. This video will be too long if I connect both the videos. So do subscribe, click the bell to get notified when I upload that one. Here you can see the air vents closed, open, then it's going up and down. Ambient lights are here as well, only on the front doors and on the front of the dash. A little piano black here, but it is what it is. You have the display there. This is Alcantara, this is soft, and you have actual stitching, and then the background is hard, but you're really not gonna touch that. There's a speaker in the A-pillar. This looks like a speaker, but I don't see like a round circle beneath it. It is like covered with cloth, so there's 6 speakers, what I've read, inside the cabin, so this one might not have it. It's only in the GF trim. We have a beautiful big screen here. I'm gonna come back to it in a moment. We have this softly padded leather, really nice posh interior, and the build quality is superb. So a lot of things we've seen in Volvo is in Geely. You get this manuals, a very spacious glove compartment. It has a light, of course. You get some other stuff here, like the reflective vest. And there is a rubber mat here. There's a wireless charger. I think it's 15 watts. So there's 2 spots, but this one's not charging. Have the hazard button. Now, first thing you notice when you jump into this car, how loud the turn signals are. But that's what we get. You can see here, this is covered by leather. Reverse neutral drive. Now, in this one, if you want to go to, if you start the car, you want to go to reverse. You just can't go forward reverse. You have to go neutral reverse. And then the same for the drive. If you're in reverse neutral drive, you just can't go to drive. But it's a matter of habit, I guess. Park button, electronic parking brake. Auto hold is standard. It's controlled via infotainment. There is 2 adjustable cup holders. You can take out these rubber mats at the bottom, clean it out. There's a lot of piano black. We all know the pros and cons, so I'm gonna skip that one. This is soft, doesn't extend, doesn't raise. I mean, it doesn't have levels, but if you open it up, you can see how that looks. You have cooling, so you can cool your drinks. There's a lot of room here. There's a textile at the bottom, so that's nice and practical. I showed you the seats, just a little bit different view. Now on the top here, you can see behind yourself, it's a little bit narrow window on the back, but you can see further behind you. But with the excellent parking cameras that engage every time you use a turn signal, it's really not a problem parking this car or getting perception. Behind yourself, of course, you have those big mirrors. On the top here, we have cold lights. These are for individual on and off, and then this one's for the entire car. We have the shade here. It's off. I'm going to turn on the car to show you that. So I need to press the brake. You can see here the ambient lights come on, and that's that. Okay, so on the top here, to open the shade, you can of course interrupt it. So if you want to open it only halfway, that's possible. And you can see how much light comes inside now. So the cabin is much brighter. I'm sorry, the fan speed is trying to warm up the interior, so it's a bit higher. And I'm not using my external mic because it got broken. So you can see a lot of light coming inside. So if you want to open this, press again, and then you can open it. There's the wind deflector. So it opens halfway. It is light rain outside, so I'm just going to close it up. But you can see how that looks. Of course, you can vent it as well. Now, switch this one off. You have a documents holder here and here. Have a beauty mirror. Now, this does not extend. I've tried it, but I always have to show this so it doesn't extend. And if you're a taller person, you can see the hood, so you're feeling nice and safe because this is a large SUV. Now, to jump into the cockpit, and then we're going to cover the infotainment, but just quickly, not to forget headspace. On the front, plenty of headroom. Okay, digital cockpit is simple. It's not too complicated. Don't watch the fuel. I've been idling the car a little bit, so it started spiking. I'm going to tell you what's the fuel consumption, but with this, you can hold to reset the mileage. So this is the first one. This is like how much you're spending when you're driving, so that's crazy high. Actually, wait, this is trip. No, okay, this one's how much you're spending currently. We're just idling. This one's the tire pressure, and then this one's the trip A or trip B. So I got driving between 60 and 80 kilometers per hour. It's like average 60, but it was like mostly 70 kilometers per hour. Late night driving when there's not too much traffic. Gentle acceleration, anticipating when to brake and let go for the traffic light. My lowest was 5.1, and then when I was driving it was like 5.5. If you're driving in the city, if you're driving on the highway, you're gonna get close to 9 liters. So it really depends on the driver and your driving style. The other one here, you can change here and go up and down for music or phone calls. You cannot remove those, that would be nice, but that's it. Maybe one thing I would like in this one is to have a clock on the front. It is available on the main screen, and if I buckle up, you can watch my point of view video so you can see what's going on the cockpit. Then you can see cars and lanes. You can see that. Now let's come to the infotainment. I will increase the brightness. So there's a pull down menu here. Increase the brightness a little bit. There's also this light theme and there's the dark theme. So it's going to go to a dark theme. You can see that. I'm not sure which one do you prefer. Also, these icons cannot be removed. There's a slide menu here and it would show you parking cameras, although there is apps to get to that. And also when you press the mode here, you can see changes to radio and so on. So let me just demonstrate some music. Okay, I'm gonna mute that. If you press here, it takes you to the radio app. Now, one thing some of you will not like is there's no RDS, so you cannot see the name of the radio station. That's a little con. Here you have sources. Let me try this one. Okay, the speakers are okay, but they're not great because there's no amplifier, and FM reception is not always the best. There's no digital or DAB radio, unfortunately, so this is some of the cons. On the bottom here you have, if I go back to home menu, you have AC controls. I would prefer if there was a button for seat heating, because there's two menus you need to go in. The heated steering wheel engages automatically. It's really hot, so it has 3 levels, and there's a little relay when you turn it on and you turn it off. Listen to this. Okay, now it didn't turn on, but I heard it. So someone asked in the cool rate, here you hear that click. Heated options are really great. Sometimes even better than to raise the ambient temperature inside, so that's practical. This one you can press here and then these go down, so you have a minimal look here, although there's no embedded navigation, so this is kind of pointless if you ask me. There are shortcuts here. If you want to connect your phone to a Bluetooth, you can go to the apps here and then go to the phone here, or on the top here, press here, you have the list of Bluetooth. You have a inside hotspot, and here is a shortcut for Apple CarPlay, and you can turn on Waze. It automatically switches to a dark theme at night. You can see it's a little bit lagging, it's not super smooth, but it works. The screen is beautiful, and you know really have a good overview. But the thing is, there's no Android Auto, and I know that will be a deal breaker for many of you. So it's unfortunately as it is. We have also, if I go to the climate, AC controls, you have this. We have a heated windshield. This is the max blow and rear defrost. So here, if you can see here, there's heaters in the windshield. I would get insurance for that if your insurance doesn't cover it automatically. If you don't have full insurance, I know different countries probably have some different insurance policies, but it's quite more expensive to replace that one. If you go to the apps, you cannot rearrange these. It'd be cooler if they were like lower, so it'd be easier reachable rather than on the top. AC controls, you saw. phone. Again, you can just connect to Bluetooth. Multimedia, gallery, I'm not going to go into those. You have the parking cameras. Look at this, excellent resolution. And while I'm filming, there's people parking here. This is not a parking spot actually, but I just park here for review and then I leave. But people get a wrong impression this is a parking spot. But nonetheless, the cameras are excellent resolution. You have these turning angles. You can press here, you can have a car transparent as well. Also, when you backing up and you come close to an object, you can see in centimeters how far the object is. So excellent resolution on those parking cameras. It really helps you to get a feel for the SUV. Full turn when you need to do a U-turn. It's okay radius, but I think it would be better if it's even shorter. And also the background of this could be automatically changed during the day to light theme and then dark theme. So let me just show you the light theme. So now if you go to the car settings, this is how this looks. Tell me which one do you prefer. You can change here the ambient colors. There's a slider. There's a theme color. You can choose a different theme, link to AC or music. You can turn it off. So just to show you here, the pull down menu, you have the driving modes. Here you can see sport, comfort, eco, and intelligent. You can see all the other shortcuts like auto hold. Oh, this is the automatic brightness. I wonder why some journalists turn a lot of things off. I'm not sure why. It definitely looks much better now. Mirror adjustment, you can press the little asterisk start here, and then you can use this one to adjust the mirrors left and right. You can fold them and fold them manually and have them fold when you lock the car. That's that. When you're in these, you can see how this now looks. Sorry. You see those. That's that. Car settings. You can go to my car or just press the car icon. Here you also have the driving modes, and I would really like a physical button for that because there's too much menus inside menus when you're driving and you have to look down to get this menu. It's a bit complicated. Let's just get to the top here. I'm going to show you can slide actually for all of these, but I'm just going to go from the top. Common steering force, linking driver mode. So you can turn that off and then have more feedback if you want that, or more soft, or you can link that to the driving mode. You can see here the ambient lights. You can set the coming, leaving, home when the lights come off or turn on. You can see here the tones. And you can see here all of these. There's an equalizer. Unfortunately, when the music is playing, you cannot, when it's live, tune this. You have to make changes and then press save, and then it actually makes change. So it's kind of difficult to hit it right in the costume settings, but you can just choose some presets. And just show you this one, you can change where you want the sound. You have all the assistants. The G-Pilot works great. It's not oversensitive when departing the lane, but sometimes it just throws a warning, but it's not super aggressive. Here you can see those. You can turn off the engine start stop, traction off, and here you can have a some of the changes. Okay, there's only English, and I'm not sure if this is either Russian or some sort of Cyrillic. And you can do a factory reset. Actually noticing that the parking lot is getting very busy and there's some diplomat plates going around, so I think there's a local mosque here, although we're a Catholic country, but I think they have a holiday or something. That's usually when there's a lot of cars here. So I'm gonna try to wrap up the videos because I'm gonna get I don't want to film license plates from a diplomatic car, but I'm gonna get, he's trying to park next to me, I'm gonna get close in the parking so I won't be able to get out. But I've showed you everything in the infotainment. The car drives very nicely. Good power, automatic's really good. It's really comfortable. It's a SUV, so it's a little bit louder on higher speeds, but the soundproof is up to 100 decent. So you can hear that the car is nice and quiet and very nice and soft suspension as well. And we're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna switch off the car and we're gonna show you what's underneath the bonnet. Okay, pop that open, and yeah, it's gonna be hard not to show someone's license plate now, but it's kind of busy. Okay, to open this, push to the left and raise it up. So as you can see here, this is the 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol, 1.5 liter, again 174 horsepower. Washer fluid is here, and you have to use the little leg if you want to keep it open. I'm just gonna let it drop, and it closes perfectly. It's very busy next to me, so I didn't expect that. Also, I did promise to show you the remote start. So if you press this one twice slowly, it's a panic button, but if you press it twice fast and then hold the remote start, it's gonna remotely start. And that's very practical because now the AC starts running, so you can warm up the interior. There's also in the heated seats, maybe didn't show it, but you can program those to turn on as well when you remote start the car, so the interior gets nice and warm in the winter days. Okay guys, I'm trying not to show those diplomatic license plates, but thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe. It's completely free. Click the bell to get notified when I upload more videos, like the separate night review and driving videos. Plus, if you like this video and leave a comment, it helps the algorithm to promote the video, so it helps me as well to get more views. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.